questions mount up as everything known is unknown. It's time to go back. This is Gluttony and Earth. Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick and this is Gluttony and Earth. Here with me as always, Kyle.
Hello.
Here with us some of the time, it's Adam.
That's false.
There's like an episode or two where you're mostly not here because you're dead.
Now it's just rude.
Here with us, only kind of, it's BakaZombie. Here, statistically, only 3/53 of the time, it's Kyle. Not Kyle. It's Kane.
I've pooped in 10 continental states.
Oh, wow.
How
many non-continental?
Well, there's only like 2 non-continental United States.
Yeah.
Do you mean contiguous?
Yeah, that one.
There we go. Everything's on a continent unless you're pooping in an airplane.
It's true, which I have pooped on an airplane before. So I've done that
there
as
we
well.
go.
It's
Mystery
the
solved,
Club, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Congratulations.
Mile High Club is all about drop-in loads. Let's see here.
See what I got on my script next.
Yeah. What's your preferred chocolate percentage?
Excuse me.
Are we for
like,
real right now?
What's your you don't think about this?
No, absolutely not.
You don't think?
Is this the thing you were saying? Oh, I thought of this bit, but I didn't have enough material for it.
No. That was me talking about the whole. Okay, so I'll just say it now that we've got. Now that you've asked me. So basically, I saw a car, a rental. I assume maybe it's a rental car. That's what Baka thinks it is. I saw a car with a Hawaii plate on it in the continuous 48. And I did not understand the logistics of having a car on the continent in the Midwest with a Hawaiian plate. That confused me, and I didn't have a lot to go off with that one, so I only talked about it off off mic until now, where Baka's brought it up again.
Yeah,
that was just me checking up on you.
That was you, Jen. Okay.
Across the ocean.
Just drove across the ocean. Well, that's the thing. Is like Baka says it's a rental car, and that still kind of weird, like confuses me. That they would still label them as Hawaii plates, but I guess if they're like a federal company, they don't have to care.
Yeah, and it's not that they're always Hawaiian plates. Like when you go and rent cars, you usually get like Ohio and Utah and all this shit.
Okay, because it's just I imagine that's because it's a federal company because they are all over the place, right?
Yeah, they just
always have that shit.
Have cars that go back and forth to different places.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense though, because I at first I was so confused. I'm like, I don't actually have an idea for this, and I wanted to
chocolate percentage.
Yeah. Do you not have like
start with this?
All right,
like,
so here I as a kid I was a very milk chocolate kind of guy, right? Hated dark chocolate, thought it was shit. At some point in late high school and then early college, I had like this reversal where I prefer like a good 80% chocolate, because it's like a semi-sweet, so you're not getting like just the full bitter of the chocolate, but it's not so goddamn sugary, and it's like this nice earthy taste to it, I think. So that's why I go for the 80 now. Sometimes I'll just get like semi-sweet chocolate chips and I'll just snack on those. because they're pretty good. I have considered just getting baking chocolate before when I was in this phase of like trying out different percentages. But I did not go as far as to eat baking chocolate. So I do not actually know how it tastes. It could be good for all I know. But I generally, if I don't think I'll like something, I won't eat it on the premise that I don't like it, no matter what. But I'm good. What you guys got? What do you?
Yeah, guys, what do you think about this?
Adam, you look like a good 90%er.
You look like a chocolate connoisseur over there.
Absolutely not. No, I'm a milk chocolate bitch. I don't do any chocolate connoisseurship. I buy whatever's like mixed so that it's smooth and sweet and has like a caramel filling. Like I'm not just noshing on the chocolate. That's not my life.
I respect that.
I don't know why. What vibes do I give off that I like 90% cacao in my chocolate?
Got that 90% cacao.
I don't even know what that vibe is, but I need to remove it.
I really got to figure a way to add that extra 10% in my life.
Anybody else have any other different opinions on this?
Or forever hold your peace.
So here's my chocolate opinion.
All right, go for it.
I know you guys think this is a bit. This is 1000% not a bit. I buy Hershey bars in bulk, and I throw them into my freezer.
I didn't think that was.
Well, that's then you have a steady supply of cold
frozen chocolate.
Yeah,
frozen
milk
chocolate.
Good. I love cold chocolate.
It's amazing.
You put the Reese's peanut butter cups in the fridge at the gas station.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
Using cream bars in the. Oh my god, that's next level.
Putting what bars in there?
Cream, the Hershey's cookies and cream.
Oh, the cookies and cream ones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was. I know. I've known people who like white chocolate. As a kid, I liked it, but like as I exited that decadent lifestyle, I was like, I stopped. Look at this white chocolate bitch.
I'm a decadent bitch.
I do enjoy some white chocolate.
It's a material world. I'm a material girl. No,
there'll be like times where like you get the old Europeans being like, "Oh, Hershey's chocolate sucks. Only European chocolate's good." And then I'll hear that conversation, and I'll have a Hershey's bar. I'm like, "Yeah, this actually isn't good." Yeah. And then I'll have a Hershey's chocolate later. I'm like, "It's sugar. I don't care."
It's pretty good. Like I should be clear. Like I get chocolate daily at the gas station while I'm at work. And so like I eat milk chocolate all the goddamn time. I'm just saying I have a more enlightened perspective on chocolate.
Yeah, you can call it that.
Yeah. Like I won't turn down some milk chocolate. Kyle?
Pass.
This is the conversation Kyle has recorded.
What is this conversation? What is this?
That's why I asked every time you do a bit.
What is this?
I'm sorry.
Kane is just holding a
the
camera so we can see how much he's eating.
When we hit 100 episodes, I'm gonna release a 100-page book that releases 100 ways to make a friend, and it's just gonna be all of the band's topics that I put forth. So people too can have these bands.
I'm obligated to be here after the bit I leave.
I take it Kyle is also a milk chocolate boy.
Just do a super cut of all the time we do bitch, and either Kyle or I are like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, that's every episode. Gotta have some whimsy in your life. You know what? When I was growing up, I forced whimsy into my life. I didn't eat lettuce for 22 years.
Is that forcing whimsy into your life? Not eating lettuce?
Because I refused to eat anything that had less water percentage than I did. That was the whimsy in my life.
That's so many things.
Yes. There's a lot of things I didn't eat.
That doesn't. Go to the recap. I don't want to go down this road. Then I'm going to start Googling what the water percentages and things.
Isn't it that lettuce has more of a water percentage than
Yeah.
Sorry, more. Anything with a more
I
water
was going to
percentage.
say, like,
Okay. No. Your
episode.
confusion is I only ate lettuce for 22 years.
Yeah, I was like, that can't. I'm like, there's two things.
You know,
I'm like, that's so many
nice
things.
lettuce jellyfish burger goes straight through you.
Next
What
episode.
really
Hey!
goes straight through you is the recap. So, last episode, the crew was alive and functioning, but not yet reunited. Back in New Veneer, Endien started to dig into her research on the librarian net. She finally gets a lead on the Queen's beasts. Another librarian, whose focus is on the time period when the gods' influence left Fracterra, was able to fill Endien in on the 10 different what the 10 different queen beasts are. There is the unicorn, which Endien already knows is dead. There is the red dragon, which she knows she helped protect. And then 8 more that she does not know the actual status of. Also, while researching to help out Deborah, this one took a little bit more time, is a little bit harder subject, doesn't seem like there's a lot of things out there, material out there. But she was able to find out that the Anura, this frog-like abyssal or like abomination that had plagued some of the wars that the Zealous Chain were fighting, came from a place known as the Creator Sea. Deborah lets Endie know that she feels a little bit more hope after finding out this, and this confirms that becoming a librarian is something she wants to do, because she also wants access to this kind of a network that Endien has. However, for now, she decides that she's going to spend her time hanging out with her uncle Darius until they leave on their next mission. Darius is spending a little while kind of getting filled in on everything and taking things easy, not straining himself too much after having gone through such an arduous physical endeavor as to being sedentary for 10 years. But afterwards, feeling that itch to create again, decides to put his effort towards reforging the Seeker's claws into his own armor. He then joins Endien and Deborah in their sparring. Back in Lazaret, Temenos, Thellum, and the kids are enjoying a luxurious island vacation. Temenos, however, starts to wonder if he's doing the right thing and prays to Saint Sanavita, looking for direction. He feels as though he finds signs to assure him that this will help his goal, and Thellum is extending his visit here to take full advantage of Gillivan to get some research done. Thellum finds out through their accounts that the Bird Kingdom allegedly is supposed to be on the map, where instead is just water. He also runs into Detective Beetlevice again, and has Gillivan research him. Gillivan reveals that they were already looking into him, and he's apparently looking into someone in the Dubois family. Eventually, they head back to New Veneer and reunite with Darius. Deborah collects everyone and reveals that Grafto needs new tenants to a house he owns. They weren't taking care of it, and he needs people who will. And so, knowing Thellum has kids, Deborah decides it would be worth looking into, and we left off knowing that it will take about a week of everybody chipping in to get this place fixed up. I want to clarify also for people listening in, part of the squads rule set that I was writing for this all, when the group gets at least a combined total of 10 renown, they get a perk, and they chose to have it be a base. They're actually currently sitting, I think, at about 21 renown total, which means they also got a second perk, and they decided to expand the base. They are getting to get that. Again, it will take a week of everyone chipping in to do this. I assumed we could just get that out of the way as the first thing that everyone does. So we were halfway into week 5 as this is going on, so you actually get your benefits. Adam, you have everything written down for the base, right?
Yes, we have a meeting room, which gives us a +1 to checks when we are devising a mission. We have a barracks, which all of us will gain 1d4 temp HP when we start our next mission. We have a library which will give us advantage on intelligence checks when we are inside of the base. We have a workshop, which anything we are crafting in there will be made with advantage. And then finally, we have a conservatory, which is a large space to grow plants and take care of animals. We have advantage on all nature, survival, and animal handling checks.
I'm gonna say, like, partially through this cleaning process, everyone's chipping in, doing different cleaning bits, different parts of the thing. The kids are all kind of just running around the conservatory. Endien's probably getting mad because she's trying to clean it up. In the workshop, while Darius and Deborah are fixing things up, Darius, you hear the noise Deborah was making while cleaning just kind of stop.
I immediately look over, almost, again, because it hasn't been that long, panicking of like, where is she, what's happening, did something go wrong?
Yeah, so you look over and she's just kind of standing there. She like has her like hands on like some equipment she had like sit down on the table. And she's just kind of standing there for a moment.
Are you all right?
Where were we? And then she looks to you.
When?
In the desert. Where were we?
I mean, we were in... Honestly, I don't know if I exactly know. I mean, Rook took us there, so I got a rough idea where we're at, but I don't think I'd be able to point to it on a map.
Why were there so many of you in there?
Oh, I don't fully know, but it was a surprise to me as well. What I think happened there was at least, that was a space that existed both like nowhere and everywhere, kind of a crossing ground for different realities.
But what about that place meant you were there?
And Darius like really hesitates because he's not sure like how much he wants Deborah to get wrapped up in all of this nonsense that he doesn't fully like know what it all entails. Do you remember that little metal bit you had in the auction house?
Yeah.
That is part of, I think, what all of them, and he very clearly hesitates on that point. We're looking for. It's part of something bigger, and I don't know what that is exactly yet.
Okay. And then she starts to continue her cleaning.
Where was that metal piece in the mural?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think Darius continues to go back to cleaning as well.
Okay. The week passes, and the base is up and running. Everyone has space to live here, if they so choose. And I think that means we can continue.
Myself and Darius would both offer. I don't know how like sectioned off this area is, but especially the like workshop, based off of the things that at least Darius knows he's going to be working on. He absolutely spends the time and money to put arcane lock on it and like gives it out to all of the adults. But mostly so that the kids aren't free reign running around messing shit up, and would offer that to like, if Endien wants that on like part of the conservatory where she's going to be storing more of her stuff, or like anything like that, to kind of give people some like to block kids off from certain areas.
Yeah, if there's a way to section off part of the conservatory where she can like care for injured animals and things, so they're just not getting at those. I don't know if that's geometry that we can do, or if there's just a way we can like arcane lock something off.
I mean, I think like if we're being a little fast and loose with the base, I don't think it would be out of the question to, over that time, like make a small, like wall off a small section if it's not already there. Because Arcane Lock just needs a door with a lock, so that would be like well within Darius's abilities with all of his proficiencies to put together a small room to care for injured animals or a more private area for you or anything like that.
I think I don't think it'd be hard at all to gate off a section of the conservatory. I imagine there's like one big tree in it, and then like space for different like plants and gardens, and I think it's like a sizable space, basically. Cool. I have a quick question. I know Darius usually has crafting he'd be interested in working on. I know he's got a feat he's working on.
Darius loves crafting.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has anything else they would actually like to do during this mission or during this downtime. I'd like to hear from you three if you have anything specific that you actually want to be doing. Because I know theoretically Darius can fill up time always, so I just want to make sure I know what everyone else's kind of goals are.
I feel like Temenos would like section off a small area and do some cartography, and again just overlooking like different world maps.
Okay. And what are you looking for specifically out of this?
In Temenos' mind, just reviewing places that he has visited before, so he knows he wouldn't have to like backtrack. So if he does go on his own travels, he would know like, okay, I've already been XYZ.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll use that as your downtime. Does Thellum or Endien have anything specific, or? Because I know sometimes people have things that are like not downtime worthy. They're just small things. I just want to know, because then I could, depending on how long you guys are willing to sit around until you do the mission building, then I could just have Adam roll as like a chunks of it at a time if that's like, I don't know how long you guys are willing to sit around before going to a new mission. Basically, you guys have been back for about 4.5 weeks. You are in the middle of it is roughly the 3rd of Sagittite, so we're in the last month of the year. It is winter out. Snow's coming down.
And you can just spend most of your time getting the conservatory ready for stuff.
Okay.
Read.
Okay.
Research about that bird kingdom.
Okay. Yes. You do have a library in the base, which was pre-filled with books, so you can go ahead and let's look at that. What are you're looking for the bird kingdom. You've researched into it once. Yes. So you're going to be looking to clear at least a DC 13 on your investigation. And I believe you get a
advantage.
Yeah, so you'll get advantage on investigation checks. So you're looking to beat a DC 13 at least.
I'm dumb.
What did you get with advantage, Kyle?
Well, one roll was an 8 -2, and the other roll was a 7 -2.
Oh god, yeah.
Rough.
You are like seeing a shit ton of crafting books and like architecture shit, and you're just not finding anything on accounts. To be fair, it's been pretty hard to find anything at all anyway. So it's not like out of expectations, I guess. At least it was more like worth a try. You have a new library.
Just to clarify, for in-game reasons, would y'all have mentioned how you found out where Darius was? And, like, would you have mentioned the other Dariuses that were around? Or, like, how much of that would we have talked about?
Depends on how much Darius asked about it.
Well, I believe Darius, yeah, I suppose, because Darius said he wanted to spend the week resting and getting filled in when he first came back. So I suppose he basically had you as his only contact on that.
Okay. Then I think now that we're a bit more settled, I don't know if I would be able to use, like, if I would have the resources for this downtime. I may recruit Endien if she's not specifically, like, doing an actual downtime activity. To try and find where or who the librarian Darius is. Because that's the one I think stole my box, which no one else knows, but I think that's the one that did it.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
Darius or me?
Darius, and I'm going to give Darius I'll give Darius advantage on this.
We already have advantage
because I'm
of the
librarian.
Ooh. That is a 23.
Oh.
23. So, similar to the way Endien was able to look up Silas and Marco, you get some base information when searching. You realize there is a librarian that's active named Darius Crucibleborn. Looking up, it seems as though the last known sighting, I guess what you find is that Darius Crucibleborn is a librarian, and they don't take a lot of missions.
Okay.
It seems as though whatever they're a librarian for, it's probably more self-serving in some form, and that they seem, last noting you found of any kind of information is they like to remain remote and keeps themselves sparse.
Okay. Which tracks? Because I think as Darius is gathering this information, he's like, oh yeah, if I were to do it, it would just be to further my own purposes. Like, I don't care about the mission of the library. I'm doing this to get access to things, to have contacts and things like that. So I'm not doing on-board missions for any of them. Okay.
I'm gonna say, so I had put that at a higher DC because this kind of relates to Darius's mission.
Yeah.
I'd say go ahead and check it off.
Ooh.
Where do you think Darius would isolate himself at?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Sure.
A Home Depot.
Are there any major? Because I don't know a lot about like the librarian system.
Yeah.
Are there any like major hubs for it, or is it pretty like decentralized?
Pretty decentralized.
Okay.
Not a lot is known about the founder of the library or who the current head is. More high-ranking governments, like more involved governments, might have better understanding of like who's really in charge because of everyone like kind of agreeing to this whole accord.
Mhm.
Otherwise, librarians, because a lot of the purpose of the library system is to, instead of putting energy towards war, you put your energy towards being a librarian.
Yeah.
So everyone, a lot of half the librarians are like, they're just part of their own government in a way, and they're there to like help make their own government powerful. Others are like kind of there to always want to be somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So very decentralized. I think Endien at least understands one of the main hubs where librarians do like to meet up is a town called New Firestone, because there is a pretty popular casino there that a lot of them go to like trade and gamble and sow rumors and shit like that. But yeah, you're pretty decentralized.
Okay. In that case, then I think it would be almost like, and I know they like this world's equivalent of like a suburb to a capital that has like a university, a strong like military presence. Because again, like thinking as a librarian Darius, if I'm trying to get the same type of stuff, I want an area that's going to have lots of information I can have access to. No one's going to bat an eye with a hobgoblin walking around a lot.
Where would Darius go if he felt he didn't need information? Because I feel like you feel like this guy knows things. I mean, he found you in Dark World a year in.
Oh, Yeah. If I didn't need information, it's gonna make it harder for Darius Prime, but I would just absolutely fuck off to like truly the middle of nowhere, like somewhere where I could still like within the week of a civilization of some sort, so that like a week of some sort of travel hub, not necessarily a large one, but like if I need to get somewhere within a week, I can get there and be off to wherever I need to be, but then like remote, like making my own shit like way out in nowhere land.
All right. Then I think that's what you know about where you would find yourself. I think you might want to mull over it some more, possibly in a mission. I think you could figure that out. But I'd say for now, check it off and just know that you'd fuck off.
Yeah. Okay. Dang.
All right. At some point, the kids are running up to Thellum and Temenos. Thellum, the hero! Oh, other guy too! Yeah,
other guy!
Smokes? that's how Gilly always talks. Yeah, my name's Gilly. Remember Gilly? Will you guys take us to the play?
The play?
Yeah, there's a play going on for kids, and it seems really cool, and everyone else, all the other kids, they all say that it's good, and then we can't, I want to also go.
That does sound really fun, Thellum. We should go.
I mean, I was gonna take the kids, but you don't need to come. You don't have anything better to do?
I don't need to come, or I can come?
You don't need to.
So you're saying you're inviting me, but I don't need to come. Well, I'd like to come.
John, if you're gonna go, then you should buy us snacks.
I'll buy snacks, yeah.
All right, Thellum, he Mr. Hero, he's gonna buy us all snacks when he goes.
Yeah, please, Thellum.
Wait, hold on. You don't need to ask me for permission. To buy snacks.
Right.
Two.
No, that's easy then. Okay.
How about this? If you have nothing better to do, you can take the kids.
Don't you want to come with? I mean, they wanted to come with you, or they wanted to go with you.
You're not gonna go with us?
Yeah, come on.
You see, there's an important mission that I need to do research on. And this bad guy is really strong. And if Temenos, our good buddy over here, wants to take you guys, you adorable little munchkins, on a play, right?
Now
Temenos?
there's a secret mission.
You wanna... What was that?
There's the secret mission, and like I'd rather be here for that.
Well, it's not a secret mission, but Temenos, your mission will be to take the kids on an amazing play.
All right, okay. Kids, you ready to go?
I guess.
Okay, and then I'll just like walk behind the group of kids and just like lead them out the door.
They start walking off. They look fairly upset as they march off towards the theater. The kids bring you to this theater. It looks packed. There is just swarmed with children. Everyone there. There's some adults, but it's like mostly kids who are like there's a lot of adults sitting outside, but like there's a bunch of kids who are like primarily filling up the seat. What kind of snacks are you gonna get us?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at the concession stand.
What do you buy them?
Shit, I don't know what this world. I guess just
fucking
popcorn and then some drinks.
All right. Yeah, get some popcorn and some drinks. They get some popcorn and some water. You're led into this room, and it's just like immediately the noise like hits your ears. All these children are like screaming excitedly and very loud and chatty. But eventually the lights start to dim, and like the kids shriek at first because it got dark, and they think it's like a funny little gag that to scream when it gets dark. But they're super excited even this. But eventually a man in knight's armor walks out on stage, and he's like scratching his head with one hand, and he's holding a map with another. Oh, drat. This isn't good. I think I'm lost, everyone. And he's like clearly talking to the kids. Now we'll never get to the show on time. If only someone out there could give us directions. And at this point, like a puppet that's like a red bird flaps into view. I could help you find your way, Mr. Knight. With my wings, I can fly way into the sky and see very far away. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Bird. How could I ever repay you? Well, there's one thing you could do. A few days ago, a big bear came by and attacked my friend Mr. Horse and stole from him. If we see the big bear, will you help me get back what he took from us, Mr. Horse? Or what he took from Mr. Horse? That sounds so awful. I will help you if we see the big bear. What about me? We hear as a fish puppet flops on the stage. Can I come along? I can't seem to find any water around here. Well, I'm as lost as you are, Mr. Fish, but I must tell you that I am very, very late to a show I must attend. I am the guest of honor, and I must be there soon. But I can be a great help. I am a magic fish. If things get tricky, I can use magic to help. That does sound helpful, says Mrs. Bird. Well, all right, I suppose if we can find water on the way there, we can help you. Well, where should we go first? We could go to our left where a log is and think about where to go, says Mr. Fish. Or we could go right and travel through the dark cave. I haven't been in there, but I hear the sounds of footsteps deep inside. That's a tough choice. But what do you think, everyone? And then all the kids loudly screaming the answer they want, but it is a resounding, turn right! That's a really good idea, everyone, the knight says to the audience, and the play moves forward as they enter a dark cave that smells really bad, and the knight fights off some mushroom people. On the other side of the cave, they reach a house with a lake. That's my water, says Mr. Fish, who flops toward the lake. Well, I'm even more confused, Mrs. Bird. This wasn't on the map. Should we go forward or should we go behind us? I'm not sure, Mr. Knight. You make a decision and I'll go get Mr. Fish. In front of us is a nice lake, and behind us is a mountain. Where should we go, everyone? And all the kids all scream and chant, look behind you! And so the three of them climb the mountain where a very scary Mrs. Snake tries to stop them from climbing the mountain, but Mr. Knight is able to fend her off. The play continues as they climb the mountain and look out to the places they haven't seen before. To the right is a city, and to the left is an ocean. Whoa, that water looks way better than my water. I should have just followed you, says Mr. Fish. But this city might have another show you could go to. That could be true, but I don't know if the show I'm supposed to go to. And that water is big, but I don't know if there's any show there at all. What does everyone else think? Take a right or take a left? Take a left, the kids yell out, and three take a left. They reach this big ocean and see a small sailboat. They take it out to sea, but it breaks on them and they fall into the water. Mr. Fish, can you use your magic to save us? Unfortunately, no. I don't know how to swim. I'm going to drown, yells Mr. Fish. Me too, yells Mrs. Bird. Well, I have only two options before me. I can go to sleep and hope I wake up safe, or I can stay awake and look for safety. What do you all think? Should I go to sleep or should I stay awake? And all the kids yell, stay awake! And Mr. Knight does so, which lets him see a hand reach out to him and takes it and pulls him off to safety. Sorry, Mr. Knight, I saw you in the water and had to help you out, a man dressed in all black says. You have a show to get to, and this is no time for swimming. You're soaking wet. If you go to the desert, you can dry off. And the man sends the three on the way to the desert. There they fall into a cave. Uh-oh, the roof on this cave is going to fall on us. We should climb out. No, it's way too high for both of you. We should run further in. No time to do either of those. The roof is collapsing. Where should I run? And the kids yell out, dash right! And the knight does so, but the other two do not, leaving Mr. Knight separated from Mr. Fish and Mrs. Bird. Well, at least you all made it here with me. I hope they're all right, but for now, we should see the map and help us leave the dark cave. And Mr. Knight leaves the cave eventually and reunites with Mr. Fish and Mrs. Bird on the surface. They celebrate to each other's at each other's safety. Oh no, I'm going to be so very, very late. Do you think they will be mad at me for being late? Mr. Knight worries. I think they will be very mad, Mr. Knight, says Mr. Fish. I think very, very mad. I think they're going to punish you, Mr. Knight, says Mrs. Bird. Oh no, what do you all think? Do you think I should miss the show or try again tomorrow? Or do you think I should seek forgiveness? Asks Mr. Knight. And the children all yell, seek forgiveness! Yeah, that sounds like the right thing to do. I think you should get them all a gift, Mrs. Bird chirps in. I know a great place to go for gifts. Me and my friends all got gifts from that island nearby. An island, you say? That sounds like it's got a lot of weird water nearby, says Mr. Fish. And they all head off, and the stage goes dark, and the light fades up for intermission. However, apparently something bad happens to one of the actors and they have to cancel the second act. And everyone goes home disappointed.
Thellum.
Well, that's kind of lame. I thought there was going to be more.
This is just like walking out, just like Charlie Brown. Just like head down, just sad.
That got canceled? Yeah, I'll say this seemed very weird for a kid show. You thought it was, there's like certain lines that you thought was like very kind of like interesting for them to say, like Mrs. Bird saying, I think they're going to punish you and shit like that. Or like, should I seek forgiveness? That kind of stuff. Very weird, but overall the kids had a partially good time. They got about halfway through their popcorn. They lead you back to the house.
Temenos actually like had too much fun.
Okay. What about Darius? What does Darius want to get done? We just finished week 5. We could always do mission building. We could always let Darius just spend a month doing some crafting or training. What is on the docket?
I would like to have my feet retrained before we go out, but that's not necessary. That's 5 more attempts on it, so that's like 2.5 weeks if I get successes on all of them. But that's also like, that's not necessary. I think like Darius is ready to go out whenever, but also, I guess it depends on what we're thinking for the next mission. I have an idea of what it's going to be, but what's travel like in the winter in this world? Like, is it like, how nasty is it?
Well, again, most mass transit, I guess it depends. Mass transit's not a problem because it's using the rail trains and or airships. So I guess it really depends on what you're looking to travel. If it's like taking a speeder, like you guys did with Trundle, that's going to be harder. Mm-hmm. But just because there's such vast parts of land.
Yeah. For Darius, since I seem to be the only one with like specific things I want to accomplish, could I make a deal with you? If I get to 3 out of 6 on my quest goal, can I switch out one of my options and then have the other 3 for the second option? Because I'm replacing both, because I get 2 maneuvers for the feet.
So, okay, can you rerun that by me?
So, like, I have a quest meter of 6.
Yeah.
So if I get to 3, could I switch out one of the options inside of that feat and then save the other 3 for that second option?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's cool. I'll do that.
Cool. Then I'll definitely try for a week to just retrain that so I can get Commander's Strike, which is going to be much more useful than my parry.
Okay. I believe last time, because you were sparring like commanding, I had you do athletics.
Yes.
Which option are you trying to get right now? Do you think you're going to do for your first one?
I would be going for the Commanding Strike. That's the one I want to retrain first.
Okay.
Replacing parry.
Commanding Strike. Is Commanding Strike where you tell someone else to hit?
Yes, I sacrifice one of my attack actions to let someone else do their attack.
Okay. I'll let you do a history check as you're like training with like Endien or Deborah, and you're basically using like battle tactics from historical battles or something like that. And you're trying to get them to like work better with people.
Okay. Which also, assuming we're doing this in the base, I get an advantage because that is an intelligence check. So that is a 26.
Are you doing it in the base?
Would we
because I only asked because you didn't get like a training ground or anything like that. So I don't know what space you'd have to do combat in there.
Okay. I mean, then I'll just treat these as both of my rolls then.
Okay.
That's fine. One of them is still a 26 because I got a 19.
Yeah.
The other one's an 11. What's the DC I'm trying to get?
I believe
to?
it's 13.
Great. Saving face +2.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You got them both. Week 6 goes by.
Great. I mean, in that case, then, if we want to move on to mission building, like, we can. Again, I'm willing to spend more time doing other shit. But if we want to get onto a mission, I'm okay with that, too. I know Kyle/Thellum was still trying to do research. I don't know if we want to do more of that still.
Did anyone else actually have other downtimes they wanted to do?
Other than research, no.
Well, Darius just gave you a week if you guys have something.
We
you
could
guys
do
wanna
more
do.
research.
You could.
I wouldn't mind
spend
doing more
downtime.
research
More
on the Queen's
research.
Beast.
Or research. Since the last time I researched on Bird Kingdom and saw that the location was in the middle of the ocean, I'm gonna switch my focus.
Okay.
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
Nah.
Have you
Ooh.
researched Nimrod before? I don't think you
No.
did. I think it was Darius who did before.
It's better. 13.
13? All right, you can ask me one question.
This isn't a question, but this is a question. Did I know that Pazuzu was connected to Nimrod?
Mother said it was his kingdom.
Before that, though, we didn't have any indication that it was
Yeah.
that Pazuzu was connected to it.
Yeah.
Besides the ring, like the ring is connected to
Yes.
Nimrod, but that's like the only connection we had was that
Yeah.
Pazuzu's
It came-
in a ring.
Pazuzu was in a ring that Darius dated back to this civilization.
I know that Eileen's family did not want anything crossing over. They want to protect. So my question will be, I guess their affiliation, like, are they good or bad? That's it.
Nimrod?
Yeah. Are they a kingdom that likes to go on wars? What, that type of thing? A reason why Eileen was protecting.
I can remind you of like what Darius has found because he would have shared that if that informs this question at all.
Okay.
I have that it was the ancient capital of the people who worship Lamashtu and Mehen, who are two snake deities. King Ea was their previous king. It was hidden away when/after they became monsters. They were transformed because of hubris, thinking they were above the gods. They were a true strong threat to the area. And the last resort was summoning the meteor to crash into the city.
Ooh. A whole ass meteor. Okay. Wait. So if there's already a king, what was Pazuzu's position? If that was his kingdom.
Do you want to ask that question?
Yeah.
You find it's not a book that is like, it's not necessarily like a history textbook. You find something more like, it's like almost like a series of like written poems from that time period, from like ancient periods. And there's something referencing Pazuzu as one of the gods of Nimrod. Like one of the gods that they worshipped.
Why did lock? Oh. That was my one thing.
Endien? More on the Queen's Beast? Or...
Yes, and also, can Endien get an arcane lock on her door? So
Yeah.
the kids aren't looking under the mirror and looking at the mural?
Yes.
How many stories is this house we're in?
I'll say it's about 2 stories. It's a pretty big house.
Okay. Because
That's
her
why there's
window
enough
is
room for
always
everything.
open, so if
Yeah.
they want to climb up to it.
But it could be like you could have like a third of like an attic room. Yeah, with like a
Okay,
window.
yeah. She would be in the attic.
Okay.
The window open. So yeah, arcane lock for her room, and then yeah, she wants to look up the Queen's Beast stuff. Investigation, right?
Yes.
It's at advantage because we have a library.
Yes.
I'm dumber than Thellum. I got an 8 and a 1, so an 8.
Yeah, you're kind of running dry again on this info.
All right, fair enough.
It might just not be that you can find it.
Yeah, and just there's
library
many books
anymore.
on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, getting the conservatory ready for spring.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and start the mission building then if we think that's good and good.
Let me lock the location in.
Theater.
Okay, guys, we're all gonna be a part of a play.
Yeah, okay. If I could just get initiatives then.
I know I ask every time. Do I do my battle initiative for this?
Yeah,
Because you said some initiative specifically. So
yeah.
I got a 24.
I got an 8.
Nice. I'm gonna take location from Kyle.
That's sad
That's it.
because I rolled a nat 20 and I got a 23.
Oh.
Dude. Should have a higher initiative.
Temenos?
Temenos also rolled a nat 20, but only for 20.
I thought you were going to say for an 18.
17,
Not that bad.
24.
All right, Endien.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm going first. I don't know what the hell I want to do.
Oh, and I'm twisting it.
Yeah. Thellum's twisting it.
You sucker, minnow.
You can always, easy is always rewards. We just get a bunch of cash or something like that if you're really struggling.
Quests, if you're trying to get anywhere further on your beasts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Can the quest be? It's the last known location of one of the beasts, wherever this is.
Yeah. So
How am I gonna twist that?
You are just fucking leave it alone.
I mean,
all right, give me a
it's-
twist.
It's for sure alive.
Ooh.
All right, Endien, give me that. Well,
Whoa.
we'll say investigation because this is
Yes.
you looking into this.
Advantage,
you get it with
advantage.
You do it with advantage because of the
Okay.
place you're in.
you also get
Otherwise,
a plus
oh,
1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that also works.
Advantage +1.
What is that for? The +1?
Oh, yeah, what do I get?
Because
the
we have a
+1 for?
meeting room.
Yes, because you get the meeting room. Yes, that was the other aspect of it.
I'm going to
Whoa.
use all the fucking perks that you
Got
give
it.
us.
It's a big dumbass. 7.
You
7.
can spend 5 honor if you would like to make that
To
a
re-roll
success.
it to make it. Oh, to just make it a
I'm
success.
not
Yeah.
wasting my honor on that. I'm
You don't want to
saying.
find beast.
Giving you options.
No, I know. Thank you for the option, but I'll decline the option.
Alright.
I only have 5 honor or 8 honor left. I can use them. I got to get to level 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
Bloody hell!
I think Endien doesn't actually want to fucking solve this issue.
What's one of the other things that have it involved?
Maybe because it's not on the quest one. So I guess there's extra also if you want to do that. But so that one's false. Thellum,
Location.
location,
Nimrod.
Nimrod. Oh, Nimrod. Okay.
Oh, Nimrod? Not the birds?
Well, I know where Nimrod is. I just have an ocean for Bird Kingdom.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Nimrod. Temenos. What's the twist? Location is Nimrod, which is a civilization that is theoretically beneath the waves.
Kane, I would like to remind you, it is Pride Month.
This is gonna be out like in mid-July.
The twist is that we find remnants of the new green on the island.
Okay. It's not on an island.
Yeah.
It's a continent, correct?
No, it's under the ocean.
Okay, sorry.
Kind of. It's in its own pocket plane. It seems.
Okay.
So I have a +1 and
Is that
advantage.
still? But you're still saying there's remnants of the new green there.
Yes.
Fucking new green. Following us everywhere.
So that that's a nature check. You get a +1 to that, and I
Wait.
believe you get advantage because of the conservatory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I get advantage. Okay.
No, not you.
Fuck, sorry.
It's me.
You just gave the twist. It's not your turn yet.
That
Fucking
would have
new
been better.
guy. Fucking
That
new
would have been
guy.
better than my roll.
DC 15.
You said you were saving honor.
Oh yeah.
Y'all,
Minus
I
5?
just fucking
They're all
said it.
worse.
Oh my god. You're using honor to make an success?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 7 and an 8 again.
Okay.
It's okay. I had honor save though.
That's why I reminded you.
Just a little bit.
All right, Temenos. You can either do a patron, one of the troubles, reward, or extra.
Let's do reward.
Reward? Okay. What is the reward? What do you think you guys are going to get there? What do you think might be supposedly there?
Unheard of amount of gold hoard.
Okay. Darius, you get to do the twist.
I always feel like we fuck ourselves over with the twist, but it's too good not to put it like.
Yeah, that's why the twist exists. Because I know people will do it.
But it's too good if we're going to this ruined civilization / city. It's got to be locked away in the royal vaults. Like it's in the king's treasury, essentially.
Yeah.
And all the
Blast it
shit
open.
that's. Yeah, all the shit that's going to come about because of that.
All right. I will let Temenos do a history check for this.
Advantage or just +1?
Library is all intelligence checks if we're in the base.
Oh, yeah. So advantage and +1.
Perfect. History, correct?
Yes.
Good thing I had advantage. 23.
That is true.
Okay.
Fact.
Okay.
Fact. Darius, you have patron, trouble, and extra.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe of picking a patron, but also if we're going on a gold hunting mission, if that's our reward, I don't know if I want a patron tied up in that. That's going to want a cut of the gold.
You could just make the patron Thellum again.
Yeah, I don't think. Seems like a cop out to take that, but yeah, I don't think this is. I think this is just us. We're just tracking this down, and we're going in very selfishly and specifically to get information about what we need.
Okay. Then I need Endien to put a twist.
An anonymous tipper gave us an idea of how to get there.
Thank you. That was one thing I was struggling with outside of the mission. Because I didn't know how we were going to get to a fucking pocket dimension.
All right. If this is fake, that'd be so funny.
No. This is... All of these are intelligence checks.
Yeah, I know.
I am glad we had advantage, though, because one of those was a nat 1. It is going to be a 19, though.
All right, that's true, though. That is truth. Endien, you either get an extra or some trouble.
Trouble? A monstrosity blocks the path there.
Thellum, what's the twist?
It's Sharuma. I'm joking.
Son of a bitch.
What would the trouble be, or the twist for the trouble?
He's got a brother.
Haruma.
It will be if it's blocking entrance, that is super big.
Super big.
Super
Got him.
big.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Monster.
I rolled an 18.
18, that's true.
Is a chunker.
Thellum, what's another trouble or extra?
Look, man, I only had my sights set on one thing, and I got it. Okay, extra. Read out about it, or would it be a trouble? Technically, I want to say one of the snake gods is presently lurking about.
All right, Temenos, what's the twist? So far, one of the snake gods is lurking about. What's the twist?
The snake god is defanged.
The snake god is defanged.
Damn. So, what does snake god do?
All right, give me
Depends
an
if it's
investigation check.
Good or bad one.
It's false.
This falls. Wah, wah. Temenos, you get the extra. It can be anything at all. What do you think is something about this mission?
The environment is more rocky, more difficult to... The terrain is more difficult to get over than we expected.
Okay, what's the twist, Darius?
It's some critter that's causing this change in terrain. This is an unnatural change to what it should be.
already put a damn monstrosity in there, and you guys are trying to add more shit.
I didn't add a god. I just said it was a critter fucking up the terrain.
It is false, okay? In my defense, it is false.
You tried to put a god into the city that we would have to deal with.
It's cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'll say give me a nature check, Temenos.
Advantage +1. Okay.
Yep.
That for the advantage. 19.
19. It's true. Okay, the mission is set. Hey, Thellum, have you read that book anymore since Dark World?
No.
Okay. Yeah, at some point, I think Thellum, if you get the group together and say you want to go back to your cabin.
I have questions on what the fuck Pazuzu was in that kingdom. Also, I'm saying this without the ring on in a different room.
Yeah.
I think Darius also perks up because this is, I think, officially or unofficially, the first time he's heard the genie's name. What?
You said that with the ring somewhere else?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the ring?
I would say it's back in the library.
Okay.
Those fucking kids are gonna put it on. One of them's gonna swallow it. We're gonna have to wait for them to shit it out.
A child floats in with his hair flowing and his eyes glowing white.
I mean, what answers are you expecting at the cabin?
Well, one, we get to see Gunu again. Two,
That's not a plus.
that's a plus.
minor. It's not a negative, at least. Or too strong of a negative.
You said there was already a king, but Mother said that was Pazuzu's kingdom. I was assuming that was a kingdom that he controlled.
All right.
Also, I want to know why he was locked up.
Okay.
Hey, I know you like old stuff.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of old precious stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, yeah, let's do it. I just don't know what. I don't know what we're gonna be looking for. Do we know how to get there? Like, where is the city?
I think like a flash of the sun from underwater flashes over Thellum's eyes for a moment.
Well, the book that Eileen was keeping, they were protecting that village from Nimrod. I didn't see any other caves or whatnot, but there was that lake. Could be there.
I mean, what, like, are you thinking it leads to, like, a tunnel underneath? Because the lake wasn't that big, Thellum. There's not it's not hiding a city. I'm happy to go there and explore all these options with you. I'm just asking questions before we get out there. Just to know how to prepare, what we need to look out for, any of that type of stuff. That's all I'm trying to get information.
I want to say it'll be underwater type of thing.
There are birds that live underwater?
Wait, what?
Different thing he's looking into.
What?
Oh,
He's thinking about the bird kingdom. It's a whole it's a different place.
Yeah.
This is the snake one. This isn't the bird one.
oh.
We're chopping the.
He told
the
me
bird
all
idea.
about that bird kingdom, and I thought that'd be pretty weird that we'd be going underwater
Yeah,
to find birds.
I couldn't. All the location stuff that I could gather for the bird kingdom was the ocean. I would rather take a lake over an ocean.
A lake is easier to search.
I've only nearly drowned 3 times within the past couple months, so...
Yeah, I mean, Temenos, you're a magical sort. You got anything that can help us breathe underwater? That's not something that's in my wheelhouse.
Well, I can make it possible for us to walk on water. And I'm fairly adept with the water, but I don't know. I could look into it.
Okay.
Maybe Gunu could help us.
I mean, she is a frog.
Gunu's still trying to make it so Bebo could get small and go in her bloodstream, I bet.
Yeah, look, it's not, but she is a
Or
frog.
maybe they've mastered it.
Why do
We
I have
don't
a
know.
scroll of good berry? That doesn't make sense.
We got it in Dark World.
I have it here. I think I can.
You're the
use
only
it.
one that can cast it.
Fair enough. Never mind. Sorry, I just got bored of the conversation. Started looking in my bag to see if I need potions.
Well, I don't know if Temenos can cast it. I don't know if that's a regular cleric thing.
I don't think so. I was just seeing if I randomly had a potion of water breathing, but I don't think I do. We could always check the market to see if there's anything.
Yeah, I was thinking that we should at least see if we can pick some of those up or order them from that one place to get them here. To at least have one jaunt down there if we're gonna have to spend a lot of time underwater.
What was Melina's famous feast? What is that?
That is, I like how you're just now looking through your notes and not remembering it. That's Corgrim's wife's tavern that she owns. They gave you a voucher for free meals.
Oh, it's a
there.
voucher. Okay. I should write vouchers to this girl. Because I'm like, what spell? What's the benefit of that spell? We should check it out. I don't have much money. Oh wait, I have platinum. I keep forgetting it's platinum, not silver.
I mean, we got.
Have you played D&D before?
Yes. I just don't usually have platinum.
I've got gems that can cover probably quite a bit of this that I've been saving for these types of situations. And with not
How much are the
needing,
potions?
I mean,
I'll have to ask them. I'm sure not cheap. They're not your common health potion, that's for sure.
I don't think it's too complicated of a potion. But yeah, they won't be. I mean, we'll have to see. We probably won't be able to get much more than one per person, so we'll have to be cognizant of that when using them.
Any wizards that can learn air bubble? I don't know if anybody else can learn air bubble outside of wizards.
Does that work underwater?
I would assume so. I haven't really looked into it. You would think if it worked in space, it would work underwater.
Because I can cast that.
Oh,
That would be up to Nick. Like, it doesn't say anything. It's spectral globe around the head of a willing creature you can see within range. Globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends. You can only go around. That's all that's necessary.
Yeah, no, that sounds exactly like that's what it's for.
Yeah. It'd just be getting access to that spell.
Oh, I mean, I prepare spells so that I can just have it.
Right.
Oh, you can prepare that 4 times?
Yeah, the issue is I could
prepare it and then have enough spell slots to use it.
I could do it 3 times.
So one of you would not be able to use it.
Yes.
Temenos is okay.
well, I also have a bubble.
That's all right. You have that bubble. I don't know why we're thinking about this. When we were coming up with the mission, like, oh, Thellum's got that bubble, this will be fine. But I don't know why I just completely threw that out the window and be like, oh, we got to figure out how to breathe.
Thellum's
bubble
bubble
is one
doesn't work.
person.
I don't know if Thellum's mentioned it to you guys, but his bubble doesn't work the same.
No, it can't carry an entire party anymore,
Oh, it's just
or a
you
group
now?
at least. It's just me.
Okay, so we only need 3 castings of air bubble then.
I still wouldn't, if we're not looking to do this right away, I wouldn't hate maybe picking up some of them just in case.
Mm-hmm.
If things go wrong or
Scrolls?
anything. No, potions of water.
Potion of water breathing.
Potions of water breathing. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have access to that spell, so a scroll wouldn't do me any good.
If you waited a week, you could get them from the Color of Magic.
We're not. Again, we don't have any time.
It would cost you 1,050 gold
Each? Or for
in total.
3?
In total for all 3.
Ooh,
Because uncommon, it would be 350 for 1. Because they're uncommon items.
I don't have that much.
I don't either. So I think we're hoping we don't drown.
I could get us one of them. I would I have enough gems to cover 1 and then throw in a little bit of regular gold, but okay. We just won't drown. We just won't
You just won't
drown.
drown. You just won't drown. You just won't drown.
Look, we made it out of a drowning situation before just fine.
150 is for 1? Is that right?
You all
Oh, no,
have...
it's 300. Never mind.
300.
I have nearly drowned 3 times. One was Thellum's fault. The other, I just fell face down in the swamp. and then the last one was on purpose for Mother's teleport thing.
As a reminder, if you are hiring Trundle to go back there, it will be 168 silver.
Jesus. Never, I don't
Silver.
have that much.
You have platinum!
I know, but
168
I only have 15
silver.
platinum. It's not even enough.
Yeah, I know.
No, 168 silver, not gold.
Yeah.
Oh, silver? I thought
Yes.
it was in gold. Okay,
No.
I'm fine then.
So that's
I can
16
play
gold.
Trundle.
Yeah,
Wait,
we can
I can pay for Trundle.
give Trundle 20 gold and call it good. Like we're
We can just we can drive there, kill Trundle, and then drive the thing back.
no. Trundle's been so good to us. We're not gonna kill Trundle.
If we get him taxidermized and put him on the front, it'll be fine.
No, that's horrible.
I can take a long rest, get proficiency in land vehicles, it'll be fine.
No, we're not gonna kill Trundle.
I do
I'm
like
only
Trundle.
proficient in land vehicles.
Let's say Trundle's the only NPC you willingly talk to a second time.
Yeah,
I named Trundle.
we have talked to Grafto a couple.
Well, to be fair, Adam named
my
Trundle.
Officially, I did name him.
Yes.
That was the Lost episode where you named him.
Yeah.
Don't cut this out. Let everybody
Oh,
know.
I am. No one will ever know your legacy.
I'm gonna bring it up randomly throughout the episode so you can't cut it. Hey, remember that time I originally named Trundle, but then we lost the episode?
All right, I gave myself some silence. We can cut that.
Nope, we just have to keep talking. Just a continuous stream of useful information as we move forward. So
So,
do we?
Oh, I was gonna say, you guys know you guys are heading there. You've plotted out that it's probably easier for you to just cast water breathing or air bubble rather than potions.
And I originally named Trundle.
When are you guys heading out?
Now.
Now we can't do it. Well, we can do it now because you just need a day to do it, and we can do that on the way there.
Wait.
Yeah, I just need to sleep.
What are you gonna do with your children, Thellum?
Yeah, that's what I just realized.
I mean,
You took on this responsibility. You need to be taking care of them. They're not just something you can
Wait,
pick up because you thought it was fun and then throw it to the side.
wait.
And I already
Wait.
owe favors for your children for you.
Wait. The mayor, or whatever his title was,
You're gonna bring the kids with and have Bunyan watch them.
he owes us.
I don't think he does.
I'll make him think he owes
I
us.
believe Endien left the entire interaction with we'll never talk to each other again.
And then I
energy.
told all the librarians not to help them ever again.
what about
Why?
that Mrs. Chattenfield? You seemed real chummy with her. Old people like kids.
How
Yeah.
long are we going to be gone? Fuck.
A great
I don't know,
question.
it's a few days to get there.
You
Yeah.
guys get back, and then however long we fuck around underwater.
If there's not time dilation when we go to this planar bubble.
Oh God. Please no.
Didn't think about this when you adopted children, did you? That's why adventurers don't have families.
Yeah, that's why all my family was dead.
Except for Deborah.
Yeah. Except
What are you doing with
Oh.
Deborah? Is she just hanging out?
No,
Oh
Deborah's
my
gonna
fucking
leave.
god.
No, Deborah
I
said
mean, she
she's
can.
going-
She's technically an adult. She can do whatever the hell she wants. I just didn't know if she was coming with or going back.
No,
or
she
whatever.
told you she told you specifically she was gonna be leaving when you guys went on your mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was on the mission. I knew she was leaving at some point.
Yeah. Once we start that, she's going back, I think, to the lead link to start training more.
No, she's heading back to
To the
to the
the
library.
Cyrus.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no. I'm a dad.
Yeah. You're a dad.
How old are they?
under 10.
Under 10.
Mm.
They're
They were
gonna
excited.
learn.
They were to go to the Dora Explorer play.
Well, Grafto.
Crafto.
I don't think Grafto likes us enough to do babysitting. Also, we're supposed to be taking care of this building, and if, 2 weeks later, we're going to go leave it in your care and the care of these kids, can you watch them for us, please? That's not very good tenantship. We could, not that she's any more responsible. Gunu is there, and she has survived in that cabin.
I forgot all about Gunu. Holy shit.
How did you brought up Gunu? Did you forget about her in the last 10 minutes of talking?
So you
Yes.
can keep them on good behavior on the way there. if you trust Gunu to watch him, we can leave him with a werewolf frog.
I trust
Ooh,
Gunu.
what's the lunar
Yeah, what is the lunar cycle we're in currently?
What is the lunar cycle?
Let's bring up that calendar.
We quickly look
Currently,
over to
the next
Temenos.
full moon is in 12 days.
Ugh, should
It'll
we?
roughly be when we're there.
So we should wait until after. Then we have like a full month to
Could
work.
do that.
No, because there are 2 moons.
That's
When-
right.
What's the
It
longest
sucks to be a
period of
werewolf
time
in
between
this
2
place.
full moons?
After the first full moon, that's for basically full moon for 3 days, 4 days, and then the next full moon will be a week later.
If we go after that, we'd still have like 3 weeks until the next one. When the first one, because that's a week after full moon 1, a week full moon 2, which means we have like roughly 3 weeks until full moon 1 is full again.
You will have roughly 12 more than 12.
As
Sorry, this moon cycle count it's like fucked up. Oh, you know what? I know what's wrong.
as this conversation is happening and we're planning, it is like a quick look over to Temenos. We found a frog child that is a werewolf, and she's trying to cure herself by making other people small enough to go inside of her blood to fight the werewolfness.
Or she at least has lycanthropy. I don't know if we've confirmed it was a wolf. Or
Yeah, a lycanthrope of sorts. We don't know if it's wolf, but
Yeah, you'll have it after that second full moon. You'll have another 2 weeks before the next full moon.
son of a bitch.
Every day I learn something new about this crew, and you guys are amazing. Wow, I'm really glad I threw my hat in with you guys.
How much does a babysitter cost?
I mean, if we want to make the or I guess if we want to wait a little bit, I know someone that might be willing. The Dubois. I could cash in their kissassery towards me.
That also, like, would you then have to go and drop them off and then come back?
That's a week.
That's a week.
There and back.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks total. Which, like, fine.
Or
I also
they could
don't
come
know-
Here. They could send like a servant here to do it.
I mean, they made Thellum come back to the island to
That's
pick up his
also
orb.
fair.
They're not sending shit to us.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to make more friends in this city so that someone can watch Thellum's kid.
In the
Sounds like
last
Thellum needs to
50
get a
episodes, if
parent.
there's anything I've learned about you guys, is you are allergic to friends.
Yes.
Hey,
It sounds like
Hey.
Thellum needs a network of other parents to work with.
we need to sign Thellum up for Mommy and Me, Daddy
I
and Me
cannot
classes.
wait. I cannot wait until you realize what the actual solution to your problem is.
Get rid of the kids. It solves everything.
I mean, they were like living on their own, so they
Mhm.
could probably manage.
Yeah.
Like,
Middle of winter.
I mean, they were living on their own before that, and they have a house. We have all the important things locked up.
Mhm.
We set them up with like food. Give them plenty of firewood.
Can you
It's better
guys
than-
list every NPC you're on friendly terms with?
Sure.
As he's
The ones that are alive.
Yeah.
Ildatha.
Oh, Ildatha! Who would have ever fucking guessed Ildatha's
Know
here?
where the fuck Eldatha is. He
In
doesn't
your
leave
town, spying on you!
fucking leave. Also, I don't care about him. Fuck him.
God.
He just fucks off sometimes.
As
I
like
was trying
an
to wrap
owl
my
flies
brain.
past the window. Endien,
What?
could you order Ildatha to watch the kids?
That seems. I don't want to order people, but I can ask
Could
him.
you?
I could ask him politely, and he could do it on his own accord. He won't, but I can think of it that way, and hopefully he. Eldatha, are you around?
Yeah, I mean, he'll pop out.
Of the shadows.
No, he was just hanging out in the conservatory. If you go looking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he didn't answer, because he said I will fly past someone, so I assume that's why I said it out loud. I'll go find him if he's not then. Eldoth, are you doing anything for the next, I don't know, month?
I did not have any plans to. I
didn't
still
know
have
you
not
had to
been told I
return.
could. You know, I still have not been told I can return yet.
Would you like to? Again, I'm offering this as your choice, not me saying you have to or ordering you. Just asking as for a favor for Thellum, not even for me, for Thellum. Would you like to watch after the children that have been living here while we are away?
Are you all leaving?
Yes, Thellum has something he wants to look into, and we're going to go with him to follow up on it.
I suppose if I'm not yet able to return, I suppose I could do that. Do they have... What do they eat?
I was going to say the same thing as you, but I don't know if you are just also eating what owls usually eat, because you spend most of the time.
I spend most of my time as an owl.
So do you... I guess I haven't asked you, do you eat like an owl's diet then? Or do you return to elfin form when you need nourishment?
I primarily subsist as an owl.
Well, they eat what human... So like what I would eat.
Alright. If you all leave us some food here, I can manage to feed them, but...
Yes, we'll leave food here. I'll have Thellum like right out there. I don't know how much Thellum actually takes care of them, to be honest with you. But if he has any like things they need, I'll ask him to leave notes for you.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I guess, you know, if you guys leave a quantity of food for the children, Eldoth is going to be able to keep care of them.
Yeah.
You guys can hire Trundle to leave.
I'm also going to leave.
I'm gonna give Eldafa some gold.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I was gonna leave him a gem too, but if Thellum's gonna give him gold, that's fine. Just so that, like, if things come up or if they run out of food, it's like go to a market and just buy food. Like
Or
people
wood.
How much would be enough?
I mean,
Depends how long
rations
they'll be gone.
are
Less than a gold for like 10, isn't it?
Oh, I was gonna leave 15 gold.
Oh, I was gonna leave.
Just tell him to give you back the change.
Okay, I'll leave 10 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
And you said Trundle was going to be 160 silver, or was there like another
168
number? 68. Okay.
for the trip there.
Yeah, for the trip there. I just want to keep like a tab running, and I'll pay him partially when we get there, and give him some extra for staying around, and then.
Yep, because it is 10 silver per day of waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Do we need to do anything else?
Everyone use the bathroom?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, recording-wise, if we want to deal with it in this episode or the next. Darius would just be saying goodbye to Deborah as they're leaving.
Yeah. Right, yeah. She says she's going to be making her way back to the Cyrus. She knows where she can go to get there. I'm going to keep going on my way to train with my friends. Get my librarian license at some point, and so I can keep doing my thing. But just whatever you're seeking out there, just be careful.
Yeah. I will. And Darius is going to pull out a small, I guess it wouldn't be super small, probably like 1.5 foot bundle, and pass it to her and say, you're talking about getting stronger, and it's going to take time for your body to catch up to where your mind is, but these should help fill in the gaps until you get to that point. And I'm giving her my gauntlets of ogre power.
Ooh,
cute.
And then inside of it, like, when she opens it eventually as well, there's a moonstone in there. So there's 100 gold for her, or 50 gold for her as well.
She can evolve her fairy.
yeah.
As Darius is getting ready, he no longer has those gauntlets on, as he now has his seeker claws as part of his armor.
All right, and I think that with her leaving, you leaving, we can leave this episode. If you would like to keep up with the IDL and talk to your fellow bookworms, you can always find the IDL at IDL_RPGS or hashtag bookworms. It's like the dragon. If you would like to ask me about Ildatha's whereabouts, you can always hit me up on Twitter at BumbleScum. If you would like to have someone tell you how to swing a sword, you can always hit up Adam at Little Growth. If you would like to use the internet a lot, you can hit up BakaZombie at ZombieBaka. If you would like to look at a few maps here and there and relax, you can hit up Kane at Kane_Wallner. Or you can always hit up Kyle if you'd like to. Actually, you know what? I think he's packing up and ready to leave. He's already on Trundle's ship. Sorry. Ooh, you missed your chance. Goodbye.